Hello, it's our last good morning from Osaka. It's now Sunday. We're about halfway through the parks for the 34th Tokyo Drift, which is going back to Tokyo today. So I've got a Shinkansen in about 3 hours, because it's about 9:14. Train's at 12:15. 9:15, wow, that would be bad. I've got to get out of the hotel by 10, so I've been packing this morning. Also doing some backing up and stuff that I didn't get to last night, because if you watched the last one, you'll know that by the early evening, I was just wiped out from waking up too early, and probably the compound effects of the entire week, which has been quite busy with, Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea, the Shinkansen to Osaka, Nakashima Spa Land, all of that that's on earlier in the series. And then I woke up quite early again this morning, which that's probably going to come back to bite me later. So we'll see what we get up to this evening. I get into Tokyo for about 3ish when my hotel room becomes available, so I can should be able to go straight there, and it should just be ready to go and just put stuff in. So we might get out and do some things. I don't know how much. I know I do want to go. I've got a ticket to go up the wheel that's near there, so we can see the views across to Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. So we'll have to do that. Continue our 3-day run of observation wheels. It's a quieter day. It's a travel day. I'm hoping to not do too much, get too intense and crazy and tired out, because tomorrow we're straight back at it, back to Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland for the second time. And then the day after that is Tokyo Disney Sea again for the second time. So those are going to be big, long days with a lot in them, obviously. So my aim was Saturday would be relatively chilled. Although I didn't do a lot of walking in the end, and obviously I got up too early. And today I clearly also got up too early, but yeah, whatever, it is what it is. We'll find a way of making it fairly chill, I think. But yeah. This morning, just finishing up some charging and letting as much of this footage be backed up to the cloud by my iPad as we can before we go. Hopefully the internet at the next place is pretty good too. This one's fine. The one at CVS Bay was fantastic. The Wi-Fi was really fast there. Like, I don't know if I mentioned, it was like 200 megs up and down at the same time. Amazing. This one, it's more like 80 down and like 30 or 40 up, depending on, I think, sometimes where you are in the room, which is obviously, those are fine speeds, especially for hotel Wi-Fi, but just not quite as good as they were at the CVS Bay. So that's that, plus the fact that I didn't start this last night is why it hasn't completed. But hopefully when we get to the other hotel, we'll have decent internet and it'll finish it over the course of the rest of the day, and then I won't be behind when I start today's footage back up later. Cool. Right, so I can check out within 40 minutes. So I'm going to let my MagSafe battery there keep charging a little bit more. That's the last thing I put on. So it also seems to charge very slowly when you plug it into quite a lot of power, even though it's quite a small battery. Well, that's about, but it's fine. It's just there so I can clip on some extra power to my iPhone if it's running low, which it often does on these long days out, Everything else is pretty much packed. Just going to put that iPad in the suitcase. The power adapters and stuff will go in, one in the suitcase, one in the backpack. iPad in the backpack, and then that's pretty much it. So I'll do a little more of a once round to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. The umbrella is in the backpack. So that should avoid it getting lost on the train like the last one. I'm still annoyed about that. I like that umbrella. Anyway, yeah, I'll do that and then head out, check out, and make my way to Shin, Osaka for the train. Along the way, I'm going to stop and get some food for the train. We'll probably get an Ekiben at the train station again, but I want to get a dessert that I like from Family Mart. So I'll probably stop there. But yeah, that's the plan for this one. It's another travel-y one, a little bit quieter than some of these other days have been, but I always just love being in Japan. Frankly, just walking down the streets it's a nice place to be. So all that to come. and I will see you shortly. It turns out I had a coolish in the icebox. I bought it days ago and put it in the icebox and never ate it. I wish I'd remembered this last night, because this would have gone down really good right after the kokoichi, because of the spice from the curry. I was thinking at the time, gosh, I wish I had a coolish right now. Cut the heat. I mean, I did. I just didn't know it. So I'm having it now. I think this hotel might be like really nice. Like even like way nicer than I thought it was. The lobby is like really plush. This is genuinely me going in the room for the first time. I'm not faking it. Oh, gotta put the card in. There we go. Suitcase. Oh wow. Yeah, this this is a little bit fancier than the CVS Bay, for certainly. And yes, probably also then. Holy cow! Then the Hotel Shin, Osaka, which was quite chic, but yeah. So, wow. Okay. This is much nicer than I remembered it being when I looked at it on booking.com. There's the view of the window of the. Oh, look at the station. Oh, this would be like so fun for train spotting. Look at that. You see it coming in. Wow. Right, what we got on the bed? Window. What is that? Oh, it's the light by the window, I see. Entrance light, the room light, and then that turns off the bed light. And then this is a dimmer for it. Wow. Good lord. Got like aromatherapy. Aromatherapy. They've got there's a charger just in the room for you to use with multiple ends on it. Wow. And then yeah, USB ports and power ports next to the bed, which is two sort of are these queens? I don't know bed sizes. Same light controls, same power things. I'm guessing these are reading lights. Yeah. Some information about cleaning and stuff. The requisite pajamas. There's a big old TV right in the middle of the room. It says power sockets at the bottom, and an actual dedicated spot to plug stuff into it. Including a button for Bluetooth, power socket to charge, and yeah, an HDMI socket. So maybe I can get my Fire Stick going. I did try it in the other hotels, but like I got it plugged in the CVS bay, but it never came through, and I could not get it plugged into the socket at all in the hotel She, so I never bothered. Right, we've got a wardrobe with a safe. So that's more than we had in the other ones where I was living out of my suitcase. Yeah, and there's your hangers. The refrigerator is here behind this. And it's arguably a slightly nicer fridge and everything. Still has nice books. Coffee maker. I think that's the kind that uses pods. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, it's a pod one. Cups. I'm guessing these are where the pods are. Oh, I thought it was a lid. Yep, there's the pods. I thought that was a lid, but it's actually, well, I mean, it is a lid, but a lid that pulls off. I mean, teacups. Let's see, tea bags. And there's your kettle. And I think it's infusing or something. I don't know. I don't know much about tea. Don't yell at me. What's this over here? I think this is the toilet. Oh yeah, yep. That's an A tier. Look at that. That's definitely an A tier. That's the fancy panel on the wall. Oh, I turned it off. Oh, no, I think I flushed it. Yes, I did. I hit the flush button. Wow. Comes with its own little sink. And a mirror. Nice, nice. Curious what all the buttons do. Alright, cool. So we have not only a Japanese toilet, but a really nice Japanese toilet. And this is the shower room, where you've got a big vanity with a sink. Your hair dryer's here, all the towels, face and hand soap, your body wash, shampoo and conditioner. There's your shower fitting. You've got a laundry line. And yeah, bathtub as well. A few more amenities, toothbrush, clay towel. And there's a selection of amenities downstairs in the lobby as well that you can take. And I think this over here is a dehumidifier. I don't know how to work it. It's not plugged in. That's why it's not doing anything, it's not plugged in. Oh, it's another power socket. And you think maybe that's for the hero. There's one over there. So I seem to be the one for that. So plenty of power in here. A table, 2 chairs, 2 queen beds. I think. Like I said, I don't know how much beds. Wow. Wow. This is. I mean, I knew this was like a newer hotel and like slightly, westernized hotel rooms, but I didn't realize it was this spacious and nice. Like it's a really nice hotel. I didn't really pay that much for it either. More than the other two, but not by that much. Wow. I'm quite pleased about this. All right, I'm gonna get settled in and then go and take the train to the park to go up the wheel, and then we can see the other parks, the Disney parks. But wow, I feel like you probably guessed, but I'm slightly floored by how nice this actually is. I'm not used to being in hotels this nice. So as you might be able to tell from just behind me, I've started getting a little bit more settled in. The gang are in, and yeah, this is, I'm still surprised by this hotel room. It's really, really nice. It's just really nice. The iPad's working away. The internet is a little bit faster than it was at the Hotel She, but not as fast as the ridiculously fast stuff we were getting at CVS Bay. But on the other hand, there's this enormous room and it's so nice. So I can't really complain about decent Wi-Fi. I mean, for most purposes, it's really, really good. It's just that CVS Bay Wi-Fi was ridiculously good for a hotel. This one's fine. It's good. It's fast. You won't have any problems with it. So it's now about 20 to 5 almost. I haven't been here that long, but looking at sort of timings and things, my general thinking is I should head out and get to this wheel for about 5ish, which I think is roughly when sundown is. So it's probably starting to get dark. Yeah, it's sort of entering a twilight-ish phase. So we might be up there when we start seeing all the lights twinkling and stuff. So that's nice. And then come back here and enjoy some time in this swanky hotel room. I was going to probably spend more time out, but I feel like I shouldn't waste the room too much. Because I'm not going to be in here like almost at all tomorrow and Tuesday. Which I'll be at Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea all day. Not quite as late as it was at Universal Studios, for example, obviously, because they closed a bit earlier, but still. Wow. I guess they open slightly later too, but yeah, still. Anyway, those will be long days, so I'm going to try and enjoy my comfortable hotel room a little bit tonight. But first, we're going to go see some sights. So let's head that way. And just like that, here we are on another observation wheel. I got my ticket on Kaie Day. I think they're the only ones that sell it online. I've used like all of these sites on this trip. It's like Kakene, Booking.com, Klook, Trip.com. This one was only on Kakene, so got the ticket on Kakene. You can buy the tickets here. There's always a booth where you can get them. I think my ticket online costs like £4 or something. This is nothing. And yeah, here we are. I don't know if I mentioned the name. This is the Diamond and Flowers Ferris Wheel in Kasai Rinkai Park. I don't know why I didn't mention it, but I don't think I did. And it is a lovely park, I have to say. We took a stroll through it to get here. It was quite nice. And over there, you can see, it's maybe a little bit hard for you to see with the focus on the camera. I'll actually switch the phone in a bit to get some better views. It is raining, so there's a little bit. It's fine for me, obviously, but the camera's gonna struggle a little bit with the focus. Yeah, it's raining, so there's a bit of water on the outside. But over there is, you can see, the Disneyland Hotel. And there's some of this. The lights twinkling away. And then over on this side, you can see the Tokyo skyline up in the distance there. So yeah, I'm gonna do my little ride around and enjoy the views. You know, it's just a little bit easier for you once you get out of this one. There's not much rain on it. You can probably see just fine there, out across the bay. Way to Tokyo. Apparently, on a clear day, and obviously during the daytime, which this very much isn't, you can even sometimes see all the way to Mount Fuji from the top of this thing. So that's pretty exciting. Oh, you know what? If I bring you over here on the inside, there you go. You can probably see the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel a little bit easier at this window. That's it. There. Yeah, so the other thing I forgot to talk about the train journey, because I was so swept up in how nice my hotel room was when I arrived. As again, you know, I don't like to film too much on like vlog style in the trains because I don't want to disturb people. But that was actually the smoothest of the Shinkansen rides I've taken, frankly, of the four of them. Got the tickets easy first time. That time it worked just fine, which it did 2 of the other 3 times. Just that one time in the morning there where it decided to be really mean to me for some reason. So yeah, I got the tickets easily. I had plenty of time. Got my Ekiben. I got the same one again because I liked it, and it was still delicious the second time. So happy with that. Fried chicken, rice, along with it, great. And along with it, I had that jumped up dorayaki looking thing that I liked from Family Mart. I've had that a couple of times previously as well. I was like, let's pick that up on the way because I know I like it as well. So yeah, it was fun. Watched some more of Jet Lag Capture the Flag because it was in Japan. So I watched some of the Shinkansen to Osaka as well. So it's just there's like one episode left that I'll probably watch at some point. I mean, I've already seen it, but I watched all but one episode of the season across the 2 trains. This time I was actually on the Mount Fuji side, but it was not a particularly clear day, so you couldn't actually really see Mount Fuji from. I didn't actually pay for my Fuji view, so I'm not like upset or anything. I didn't realize I had one until like right as I was about to get on the train. I was like, oh wait, E. Let me check this. I think that's the other side because I was on A last time. The seats get turned around physically, so E is always the Mount Fuji side. It's actually quite interesting seeing them turn the seats around. But yeah, so didn't see Mount Fuji, but I saw plenty of the mountains from that side. So it's cool views, and hopefully we'll get to see Mount Fuji properly again on Thursday when I go to Fuji-Q Highland, which is on the other side of Mount Fuji, a little bit closer. weather for me, I guess. If it's cloudy and stuff, it might still be difficult, but we'll see what happens. It is really lashing it down out there now. Wow. I did also think about going back to Expiari this evening previously, after this, which I easily could do, but I might just swing by Expiari later in the week on one of my Tokyo days probably, instead. Because it's not actually that hard to get to from central Tokyo or Akihabara or anything. It took 10 minutes to get from Tokyo Station to this hotel. And it takes like, another 10 minutes to get from here from there to 10 or 15 to get to Experience. It's fine. So it wouldn't take that long to come back out of here, basically. So I might just do that. See how I feel. Depends, it pretty depends on like merchandise and stuff. Because just like, I never follow those t-shirts. This actually presents a problem because I don't think I have any more Disney themed t-shirts. I blew this one that's got Pikachu and Mickey Mouse on it today because it's the transition between Euro Studios where Pikachu is in Osaka and here where Mickey Mouse is. So, I was planning on wearing one of the new t-shirts this week, or two of them, but I never got them. So. I do think there's something to be said for a chill evening in my hotel room. So it's such a nice hotel room. But, and I will have an early start tomorrow. So. But yeah, partly it's motivated by the fact that this rain looks like it may not let up. Seems like this vending machine has CC11, but it's sold out. Anyway, that was fun. Yeah, sorry that for the camera you couldn't really see much as I was hoping on there. Even the phone, it was a bit much. With the rain and the darkness, I think one or the other it probably would have been fine. But yeah, it was a bit better for me. I could see reasonably well out of there. Couldn't see the Disney parks that clearly, but it was mainly because of the rain, which can't be helped. These things happen. If I get time, I might go back up there during the day, later in the week maybe, because like it's very cheap, like £4 to go up. But yeah, we'll see how time permitting and whatever. But I had seen, basically I just seen it lit up at night from the resort. I was like, there's no Ferris Wheel in Tokyo Disneyland or Tokyo Disney Sea. What is that? So I searched it up and there it was. So I was like, oh, that's fun. I'll go up that. I like a wheel, as you probably learned from the fact that I've now done one 3 days in a row. Yeah. As things go, it's always fun to go up an observation well, I think. But yes, this rain is not letting up. It looks like it's going to be wet and cold for at least an hour. So while I could take the bus over to Ikura Sushi, it sort of dampens my motivation to be out and about in general when it's cold and wet like this. So I may just go back to the hotel and enjoy my nice, comfortable, warm, lovely hotel room, which I still can't believe is as nice as it is. I was hoping that this would get me more steps and stuff in, because I've been on a train for like 2.5 hours and it, that's obviously sitting down. Take off a large part of my day waiting for that train, being on that train. It is pretty. What do you think? Diamond and flowers. Nice to be on, nice to look at. Yeah. So maybe I will do a little wandering in the park to get some of those steps in, close the rings, and then I'll head back. Sorry, what I'll do. Let's look at it again. Ooh, it's got a rainbow colours. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I definitely think this hotel is too nice for me. As in, I shouldn't be here. Not that I don't like it. I do. I very much do. The lobby has a water feature, which that in and of itself is a sign of a high watermark hotel. But it's not just a water feature. There are fish in the lobby. They've got fish down there. I didn't even notice. I was so blown away by the rest of the lobby. There are fish in the lobby. And Mickey Mouse. We saw Mickey Mouse. No, this is really nice hotel. Yeah, the rain sort of ebbed away a little bit, but then it came back. So I think this was the right call. It was getting a bit wet and unpleasant out there. I did take like a 15-minute walk in the park. So got to a little boat dock for, I think, some of the little like boat cruises you can take out in the bay and into the city, I think. They were operating at this time. It's just, I was at the dock. And from there, I could see one of the nighttime spectaculars going off at one of the parks. It was nice. And I saw it again on the train platform. Kasai Rinkai Park's nice. It's a nice park. Good for a little quiet walk. Yeah, I took my little walk, closed my rings, and yeah, I did start feeling a little bit tired halfway through before I started heading back towards the station. So I think perhaps I was being a bit over ambitious. I'd forgotten about the early get up thing, which to me was hours ago, which he was probably like, I don't know how long this video is going to be. Let's say somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes ago. So I came back here. The Family Mart downstairs is a little one, as you might expect, because it's part of the hotel. There is another one, I think, down the street a little ways that's much bigger. But I just went to that one and picked up some stuff. So let's take a look at what I've got before we end the vlog for the day, I think. I've got another one of these, because something for the morning, I think, that I know I'll like. I spotted this, which is labelled milk donut. And it was like 100 yen. And I was like, for 100 yen, I have to know what the milk donut is like. And it's a donut that tastes like milk. I got this for 158 yen, 170 with tax, I guess, from the bakery section. It's another sausage and pastry. So we'll see what that's like. I got a couple of cup noodles, actually, as well. The regular one. I think this is the soy sauce, basically. This is the default one. And I also got the curry one, because God knows I like Japanese curry. So we've got these around. I'm not going to eat all of this tonight, to be clear. I just picked up some supplies while I was in there. Got a curry pan, which I've been meaning to try. Again, it's just bakery stuff with Japanese curry in it. So that's something I've always wanted to try. I got some Kalie crisps as a thing to have around as a snack as well. There's a bottle of Coke in here. Family chicky. And I know I said I didn't like it, but I've decided to give Pocari Sweat another chance. It says, Pocari Sweat is a healthy beverage that smoothly supplies the lost water and electrolytes during perspiration. With the appropriate density and electrolytes close to that of human body fluid, it can be easily absorbed into the body. So there you go. That's what Pocari Sweat is. I think the jet lag, Ben described it as like they put more water into water. You know what? I will reevaluate. It's not bad, actually. It kind of gives me the vibes of Sprite that has gone flat, but not as unpleasant as that sounds. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I had a bad batch last night. I don't hate it. I don't love it the way a lot of people seem to. But no, I guess I can see why people like it. I'm back on the train there. Let's try the milk donut and the curry pan, and then we'll call it. Should really have done this in the other order, but who cares? Jessica either. You know, the milk donut is not bad. I could see eating that. I really could. Alright, let's get into this. I'm not even sure if this is a traditional curry pan or not, but I don't know. Oh, that is great. Wow. How have I not had this before? That's so good. I love Japanese curry so much. And this is just that, but you can... Oh. Man, this is great. This country's amazing. I love it. All right. So we're going to call this one today. Really quiet one. Probably makes sense though, because like I said, I've got big days tomorrow and the day after, going to Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea again to try and mop up some of the things we haven't done. So like tomorrow at Tokyo Disneyland, I definitely want to see if we can try and do Haunted Mansion Holiday, so we didn't get on that, and Monsters Inc. Ride and Go Seek. Yes. Because we haven't done that one either. So those are two big ones. Obviously, we're going to re-ride some stuff like Beauty and the Beast, in the Pooh if we can, Splash Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, yeah. The heavy hitters if we can. Get on the railroad. I want to get on the railroad. We didn't do that. So yeah, that's all in the offing. And then Tokyo Disney Sea is the day after that. We've got some big hitters to do there, hopefully. Soaring, Tower of Terror, you know. Some big name rides, maybe Toy Story Mania. But man, it's like 3-hour queues sometimes. I did look at the app earlier, and a lot of the queues in the parks were a little bit lighter today than they were last week. But who can say? It was a little bit surprising because this is Sunday, but it is also not a national holiday weekend, so that maybe boosted things last week. But we'll see how things go tomorrow. We'll see how things go on Tuesday. It's going to be a little bit colder, so maybe that'll help as well. Anyway, that's what's to come. If you want to see that, you know what to do. Hit subscribe, ring the bell if you want to know when it comes out. Share the video if you liked it. Hit like if you liked it. Leave a comment. You know, all that good YouTube stuff. And I'm going to sit back and have a nice chilled evening in my absurdly nice hotel room. There's so much space. There's so much space in here. In the West, I guess it would be an old hotel room, but like I've gotten so used to the Japanese. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Have a good time. There's a weird way to end.
It's a 3-pronged attack. Subliminal, liminal, and superliminal.
Superliminal?
I'll show you. Hey, you!
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, all right.
I'm in.